There's a whole lot of nonsense going on right now in the Middle East. A lot of places is getting bombed. A lot of chaos is happening. Protests folding. Um, all I can say is leave us the hell out of this. I didn't cause this problem. Sure, you didn't cause this problem. If you did cause this problem, say goodbye, coach. Say goodbye. Let's tune in.
And a Fox News alert: the Middle East on fire as deadly fighting escalates across the region. Iran launching attacks in all directions, hitting cities in Israel and multiple states along the Gulf. As Israeli and U.S. forces continue to pound Iranian targets around the clock. So welcome to a brand new hour of America's Newsroom. I'm Dana Perino.
Morning to you. Here we go. A lot of headlines already. I'm Bill Hemmer. Good morning at home. A U.S. State Department urging American citizens in 14 countries across the Middle East to leave immediately, and calling for Americans on the eastern coast of Saudi Arabia near Bahrain to take shelter now.
So this comes after Iranian attack drones hit the U.S. Embassy in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Fortunately, the compound had been evacuated and there were no injuries. Meanwhile, Israel's prime minister is defending the strikes on Iran, calling it a gateway to long-term peace.
95% of all the problems you see in the Middle East are generated by Iran. And the worldwide terror network that they built is generated and orchestrated from Iran. So when you take away Iran, when you let the people of Iran have the opportunity to act to liberate themselves, free themselves from the yoke of this terror machine, you get a different future. I think that will open up the way for many peace treaties with other Arab countries, with Muslim countries. I think it changes the world. This is not an endless war. This is, in fact, something that will usher in an era of peace that we haven't even dreamed of.
All right, let's get right to it. New hour begins now from the White House.
This is sad, man. Real talk, bro. This is sad, honestly. There's a lot of people in Iran are fearing for their lives right now. Innocent people are dying. And we talked about this. We asked for no new wars. We asked, and we did not receive. We asked for a lot of things from this government, past governments. And it just seems to be the same thing, no matter which side you choose. You don't get what you ask for. Everything, at least. This is crazy, man.
White House, North Lawn, Alexander Hoff reports there. Jillian Turner reports from the State Department. Trey Yingst is live in Tel Aviv, and that's where we begin with the news and the headlines as of this minute. Trey, hello.
Yeah, hey, Bill, good afternoon. We continue to follow these developments from across the region, but breaking last hour on Fox, we learned from an Israeli official that the Supreme Council of Iran was voting for the next supreme leader, the person to replace the Ayatollah Khamenei, when the Israelis struck the location that we understand dozens of individuals from the Iranian regime were located in. A significant development and strike here across the region as the Israelis are showing off their intelligence capabilities amid this conflict. The Iranians are still launching ballistic missiles at Israel. We saw today as these missiles soared through the skies of this country, many of them intercepted over Tel Aviv. But the Iranians are now using cluster warheads to try and inflict more damage on the ground. We just returned from one location in a religious community outside of Tel Aviv called Bnei Brak. There was a significant amount of damage there. 7 people injured, according to first responders, one of them in moderate condition. I do want to shift now to Israel's northern border, where the Iran-backed Lebanese militant group Hezbollah has gotten directly involved in the fight. Over the past 24 hours, they've been launching rockets over the border into northern Israeli communities, including the city of Haifa along the Mediterranean Sea. The Israelis are responding with airstrikes targeting the Lebanese capital of Beirut.
I'll be honest, man. I'm so happy we're far away from this. And honestly, I at this point, I feel like we in Russia. Honestly. There's a whole lot of bombing going on, but nothing's hitting us. And I don't want it to get there. I'll be honest. I don't want it to get there. I don't want to see this stuff happening in the United States of America, because if that happens, man, we all out of luck, bro. Real talk. And I didn't sign up for this.
Beirut, specifically the Dahya neighborhood. This is a
I
Hezbollah
didn't sign
stronghold
up for this.
and an
I know
area
y'all didn't
where
sign up for
previously the former leader of
better
Hezbollah,
leave us
Hassan
alone.
Nasrallah, before he was taken out, was located. And so a lot of developments here. The Israelis looking north to this new incoming fire and also looking east where they are still striking
Leave
in the
us
heart of
alone.
Tehran. Bill, Dana.
Trey, thank you, Trey, live in Tel Aviv. More to come from your location there. Thank you, sir. Dana?
And Secretary of State Marco Rubio is promising to keep the safety of Americans in the Middle East paramount as the State Department issues a worldwide caution alert. It comes right as the State Department closes two of its embassies in Kuwait and Saudi Arabia after being attacked by Iranian drones. Senior foreign policy correspondent Jillian Turner is live from the State Department. Hi, Jillian.
Hi, good morning, Dana. U.S. embassies and consulates in the region are now direct targets for the IRGC and Iran-backed militias. We are monitoring more than one diplomatic compound that has either come under fire or is facing the imminent threat of fire this hour. Fortunately, as of now, we do not know of any American diplomats or staff being injured. Secretary Rubio, though, is warning the regime to keep their hands off American embassies. Take a look at this, developing in Riyadh still this.
How y'all drop over 900 bombs in Iran and then expect them to just stay behind and chill out? Of course it's gonna be chaos. Of course y'all gonna get hit. Of course U.S. embassies are gonna get hit. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. What you mean? I know we got power. I know we got cards in our hands, but can't expect them to just lay over and call it a day, bro. No, they gonna fight for what they believe in.
Morning, after overnight, the embassy in Riyadh struck by enemy fire. 2 drones, at least, striking the compound directly. A State Department official tells us the embassy was blessedly empty at the time due to evacuation orders. No one was injured.
They're attacking airports, they're attacking hotels, they're hitting not just military bases, they're attacking our embassies directly, they're attacking facilities that have nothing to do with war or with military, and that's a weakened Iran. That's an Iran despite years of sanction. Imagine a year from now, or a year and a half from now, the capabilities they would have to inflict damage on us.
Overnight, new departure orders issued for Americans in 14 different countries across the region, directing them to...
Look at this. Egypt, Israel, West Bank, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Yemen, Oman. Everywhere is getting hit, bro. Everywhere is getting hit. Like, this is ridiculous, man. Stay over there. Stay over there.
Leave via
Good
any
luck
means
to Israel.
necessary
Good luck
due
to all the
these
people in the
surging
Middle
threats.
East.
This morning, worldwide
I
caution
feel bad
alert
for y'all.
remains in
It
place
wasn't
that
me
applies
that
to
caused
Americans
this,
everywhere,
but
not
damn.
just overseas, but here in the homeland. If you are a U.S. citizen, the State Department is making very clear you are facing an elevated risk from foreign threats today.
Immediately following the beginning of this operation, at my direction, the State Department activated a 24/7 task force, surging personnel and resources necessary.
We're tracking this, Dana, going on in real time right now in Saudi Arabia. The U.S. consulate believed to be under direct threat as well, anticipating drone strikes perhaps there. There is a shelter-in-place order that was lifted. It is now an evacuation order as we understand it. More details coming for you on this, but Americans working there are now in imminent danger. Dana?
All right, thank you so much, Jillian.
So on the map.
Let me know y'all thoughts about this down below in the comments. I'd really like to know y'all thoughts. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate y'all viewership, man. This is just like day 3 or day 4 of this war. Not even day 3 or day 4. It's been going on for a while now, but ever since the recent bombings over the weekend, this is like day 4 now of straight back and forth bombing of a bunch of Middle Eastern countries. And we praying for y'all, man. We praying for peace. We pray that we come to an agreement and that all this violence just stops, for good. But we'll see if we get there, man. Let me know y'all thoughts again. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's your boy Dgotsauce. Until next time, peace.